Okay, welcome back to Dakota Planet Student Spotlight, episode 15, I believe.
Close enough, yeah. Close enough.
I think it's 15.
It is 15.
Okay, all right, so episode 15, and your name is?
Rachel Schneider.
What grade are you in, Rachel?
I'm a senior.
Nice. How's that going, you know?
It's going.
It's going?
Good or bad? I don't know.
Cool. Are you excited last year, you know? You got a few months left?
It can't come any sooner.
Yeah.
It can't come any sooner?
No, it
Have
needs to be
you
May.
Started looking for colleges? Have you started applying yet?
I've applied to all my colleges.
Nice. Which colleges do you apply for, if you don't mind me asking?
Northern, Western, Wayne, Grand Valley, Saginaw Valley, Eastern. Yeah.
How many of those? Jesus. Like, how many colleges were that?
I think total I applied to like 9.
9?
9.
Because they were like all free.
Did you get accepted anyone or hear back from
Yeah,
anyone?
like all of them.
Nice.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so
Did you have to write any essays or any?
Not yet, but for when I apply to the honor college, I will.
Cool. So, you have any like exciting classes or anything exciting going on as a senior, you know?
I think my most exciting class is like forensic science. Besides,
Nice.
yeah.
Any cool clubs you're in right now?
Dakota Model UN.
It's a great club.
It's a great one.
Are you going to any of the meetings at all? I mean, any of the conferences?
I'm trying to go to all of them.
Cool. You have any like clubs you're interested in you haven't really joined yet, but you're just kind of curious about that you want to join?
Not really. I don't feel like putting myself out there.
Of course.
I mean, okay, so if you were to join any more clubs, like what ones would you think of? Like what do you think is like a good club?
It's scientific debate.
Why is that? What do you do in that club?
You get a scientific topic, you research it, and you debate it. I don't know.
It's pretty sick. Are you a big debater?
I wish I was. I could be if I wasn't so scared.
You just gotta take the science by the reins, you know, and debate it with the best of them.
Of course, yeah. With like COVID kind of knocking out like a year and a half of high school, essentially. Do you really feel like a senior, or do you feel like still like a sophomore?
I feel like a sophomore who's been placed in this position of you have to go to college next year.
Do you feel like you've reached that kind of level of maturity you need to become an adult?
I like to believe I have, but then there's also things like you don't know.
Yeah,
Like taxes. I couldn't do my own taxes.
I think that's part of adulthood, though. At some point, you realize that you just have to kind of roll with the punches and figure it out as it goes along. Because if you worry too much about you not being prepared, then you're really not going to be prepared.
Right.
Because then you're not going to be able to like think and problem solve. And the vast majority of adulthood is just that, just thinking and problem solving. Because at some point, you're going to be able to fix your problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was very nicely put.
No one has absolutely any idea what they're doing half the time, or most of the time, really. So just take it as you will, you know.
Yeah.
Wing it.
What are you involved in any like sports here at Dakota or?
No.
Okay.
Do you have any kind of like favorite memories or like one really specific thing you did at Dakota you really remember well?
I mean, probably like 2 of them. It's like when I went to Mammon for Model UN sophomore year. It was like the last big thing before COVID shut everything down.
You had to leave early from that.
Yeah, we had to leave early to go to band festival, and we got a 2. So.
Yeah, it's tragic. Oh, the floating like plane I saw in my car. Remember that?
No.
Yeah, like when we were driving there was like this floating plane that just like would not move when I saw it, and I was freaking out. My dad did not say anything. But moving aside from that,
have you had any supernatural experiences here at Dakota, such as floating plates?
Cannot say I have.
Any haunted janitors? You know, any ghosts here?
Not yet.
Nice.
Yeah, since this is a little bit of a Halloween episode, if you will.
Wasn't Halloween on Sunday?
What is the scariest event you ever witnessed at Dakota?
It's really tough because a lot of moments here are a little. Do you remember like last year when we first like came back full time, and then we all had to stay after school because someone called a threat onto the school.
Oh yeah.
I don't really think I was scared in that moment, but that's like a pretty prominent one.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was definitely a pretty spooky
Mr.
time.
Koska sounded terrified.
Well,
when was reading the
because he
announcement.
didn't like tell us anything. He was just like, guys, it's okay. This is just like a test. And it's like, what kind of test involves police officers storming our classrooms?
His voice was like shaking. I heard when he was reading that off.
Wow, it appears we've reached our 5 minutes. So to end it out, I'd like to ask you what's some piece of advice, something you've learned over your years here, or just something you could give to either any student at Dakota, anybody watching, just like a solid message, piece of advice, something good, positive.
Definitely follow like what you want to do. If you have like a gut feeling that you want to like go join that club, do that sport or whatever, like follow it because it's high school and no one cares.
Of course, follow your dreams, kids.
Yeah, I agree with that. Gut feelings are very important. People, they don't follow them, and then
Then they're sad.
Sad
good
and
message.
bad.
Good message. All right, well, thank you for your time. This has been Dakota Student Spotlight.
Yep. Halloween special.
Halloween special. Woo!